Hello friends, myself Farasta Naushad from Gnanmanjari Vidyapeeth. Today we will discuss about the chapter number 3 of account part 1. Chapter number 3 is valuation of goodwill. First of all, we will see some introduction point of valuation of goodwill. In practical reconstruction of partnership firm, as per the circumstances, assets and liabilities are revalued at the time of reconstruction of partnership. In each and every firm, there is a need of revalue the assets and liability. Revalue means deciding the new price, new value of assets and liability. Issue of valuation of goodwill is taken place with revaluation of assets and liability. With revaluation of assets and liability, there is also a need of revaluation of goodwill in each and every firm. So, when there is a reconstruction of a firm, there must be a revaluation of a goodwill. Means to make or to decide the new price or new value of the goodwill. In this chapter, we will study about goodwill and its several aspects. Firm has two types of assets, non-current assets and current assets. As we studied in standard 11, types of assets. Non-current assets means fixed assets or which is used for a long time, that is called a non-current. Secondly, we can say that it is a fixed asset. Suppose land, building, etc. Second one is a current asset. Current asset is a asset which is not fixed, means which is can be transferred from one to second place. Third, intangible asset, fixed assets and long-term investment are included in non-current assets. Intangible asset, that means the assets which cannot be seen or which cannot be seen with naked eye or we can touch that asset, that is called intangible assets. Fixed assets and long-term investment are included. Goodwill, patent, trademark, copyright, etc. are included in intangible assets. All these assets, goodwill, patent, trademark, copyright, etc. are assets which is intangible. That means we cannot see such an asset with our eyes. These types of assets cannot be seen, but they have a value in the market. Of course, we cannot see these assets, but these assets have a value in market in each and every firm. But it is according to the situation of the firm. If firm is making profit so high, then these assets or some goodwill will be high. But if some firm is not making goodwill, making profit, then it has not a goodwill more. Goodwill is also an intangible asset which cannot be seen but it has value. Goodwill is also such a type of assets which cannot be seen but it has value, and value must be according to the business. Over a period of time, a well-established business development and advantage of good name, reputation and wide business connections which benefits the business. From a long time ago, now it is considered goodwill as a main part of the firm because goodwill is a good name. Each and every firm has a name, but customer or a person will attract such a name which is for long term and which has a value. In any firm, in any business, suppose we can say example of mobile phone. mobile phone company as iPhone, Vivo, etc. But the branded name is Apple or iPhone. That is according to the name. Reputation and wide business connection, or we can say goodwill is also a wide business connection, means it is connected all over the world or across the many countries, which benefits the business. And this connection or reputations or good name benefit the business, and this is known as goodwill. Now we are moving on meaning of a goodwill. In simple word, goodwill is an intangible asset which shows the reputations of a firm in the market. It is an intangible asset which is show the reputation. Reputation means શાખ, આપણી આબરૂ. Reputations of the firm in the market. In market, how is our business? How is business owner, etc. are being classified, and then the goodwill is being decided. Other word, we can say that goodwill is the value of reputation of the firm in respect to the profit earning over and above the expected profit. In second word, goodwill means the extra profit earned by the business according and above the expected profit. Expected profit as it is the firm is earning, but instead of this also the firm earns more profit, and then only the goodwill will be the more. A firm has a goodwill which has the capacity to earn more profit than a common firm. Second thing, goodwill of the firm is based on that the firm which earn more profit than other firm. Of course, all of them will earn profit, but such type of firm will earn more profit, those who have goodwill more. Value of goodwill depends on the profit earning capacity of the firm. In short, we can say that goodwill does not exist in those business which earns normal profit or income loss. Those firm which is not earning more profit, or the firm is going in loss, this type of firm has not goodwill. They have no value of goodwill or zero goodwill, we can say. In short, we can say that goodwill does not exist in those businessmen. Goodwill is shown in the balance sheet on the asset side under the head of non-current asset as intangible. When we give the effect of goodwill in final account, it is shown on the balance sheet of asset side as a intangible head. Now, factor affecting valuation of goodwill. Next point is our factor affecting valuation of goodwill. Many factors are affecting when we value the goodwill. We will discuss one by one here. The valuation of goodwill depends on the earning ability of a firm. As we discussed earlier, the goodwill is depend on profit capacity of the business. The firm which earn more profit, that firm has goodwill more, and the firm which earn normal profit, that has goodwill zero or less. Firm business location, business period, types of business, competitive of business, etc. are the factors that affect the business profit. Effective nature of business. First point is that affect the goodwill is nature of business. Second one, location of business. Third, period of business. Fourth, market situation. Fifth, efficiency of manager. Sixth, other special benefit. That are the points, that are the factors which are affected when we value the valuation of goodwill is taken place. Now we will discuss one by one in details. First one is nature of business. Goodwill exists when a firm earns more profit than the expected profit. Nature of business means those business which are earning more profit than the normal profit. Otherwise, we can say that extra profit than extra profit, then there is a goodwill in that firm. It has more profit margin due to the stable sales, or it earns more profit due to some other reason. In nature of business, we can say the firm which sells their product more in market other than the firm, then it has a goodwill well or more. Second point is location of business. Often the profit earning capacity of the business depends upon the business location. Business location means where our business is being settled. That means આપણો business કઈ જગ્યાએ છે. If the business is centrally located or it is at a place having heavy customer traffic, then more profit earning can be seen. The business should be settled on the center of the market. Then only the customer will come there and purchase their product. If our business is out of the town, then no customer will come or few customer will come, because our business is out of the town, it is far, and customer will not waste their time to go there. So it must necessary that our business should be center of the market or center of the town, where customer can easily come there and easily they can buy without any wasting of time. The valuation of goodwill is high at such centrally located business. Thus, business location also affect the valuation of goodwill. And if our business is out of the town or far from the town, then the customer will come very few, and because of that our sale will be decreased, and if our sale will be decreased, then profit will also be minimum. Therefore, if profit will be more minimum, then our firm's goodwill will also be the low or less. So location of business is also being necessary to valuation of goodwill. Third point, period of business. Period of business means how old the business are. 10-year-olds, 15 years means from how many years it has been running the business. If only business has been established for after 1 year has been done, then the reputation of the business will be low, because in 1 year customer will not trust you. So as much as the business is old, then we can say that this firm has a goodwill more. Generally, older the firm, higher the reputation in the market. As much as the firm is old or business is old, that has a reputation more than the fresh business, because majority of the customer are familiar and they have a very close and long term relations with that particular business unit, because the customer will trust you and customer will always buy the product with that firm. This is when the firm is old. So customer will familiar with you, he will have a trust in you, so they will always be purchase goods from your firm only. Consequently, the value of asset business is bound to be high. So because of such a period of business, the business will profit high and high rather or be better from the other firm. Thus, the period of business also has an impact on the value of goodwill. Period of business is also an important factor for the valuation of goodwill. If period is more or older business, the firm's goodwill is more, and the fresh business which is started 1 year or 2 year above, that has a firm has a low goodwill value. Fourth point is there market situation. In market, if there is a competition, then the firm cannot decide the price of the product on sale. They have to depend on the market and competitive factors. The monopoly condition or limited competitions enables the concerned firm earns to higher profit. When there is a monopoly in the business, monopoly means no competitors of your firm. You have only the sole member of the product in the market. So you can decide your product price, you can earn more profit and you can earn more goodwill. But if there is a competition in the market, then you have to fix price according to your market price. You cannot select your own price, and in such a circumstances the profit is low. You cannot make more profit in competitive market, and because of low profit you can earn low value of goodwill. Fifth one point is efficiency of manager. Means the firm's managers has to work perfectly without any problem or without any difficulties. Then only firm can success. If problems are arise, then manager has to solve it speedily and with effective step. The efficient management of a business increase the productivity and decrease the cost of a firm. If manager works properly, managers plan properly, and managers work according to the planning, then the manager will success in their productivity, and because of their productivity more, the cost of the product will decrease. As cost of the product will decrease, the firm can earn more profit or high profits. Due to it, profit increase, which increase the value of goodwill. If cost of production is less, then the profit will be more of the firm, so they will earn more profit, and if the firm earning more profit means they have a more goodwill. 6 point, other special benefit. Means the firm has some more benefit. Means he have a license, he have a trademarks, etc. Then he can earn more profit, and that will increase the value of goodwill. Goodwill exists when a company enjoys special benefit and the overall profitability increase. For example, if a company can acquire license, patent or trademark, or earn more profit, or has been earning more profit, it is valued of higher goodwill. If they have such a benefit of license, trademark, earning capacity, then also the valuation of goodwill is high. Apart from the above given factor, service after sales, past achievements of a firm, good labor relationship, etc. also became the relation to earn more profit. Other than these 6 factors, there is also some common factor, that is the service after sales. Means we sell product to our customer, but due to some reason, when the product has some defect or some problem, then the service given to that also create a good effect on the firm. Second one, past achievement. Means in past the company has achieved any awards or any other benefit, then also that also affect the valuation of goodwill. Good labor relations. Laborers are working with a satisfied manner, then also it will create a good effect. The relation to earn more profit, due to which the goodwill comes into existence. These are the points which will affect when we value the goodwill of the firm. Now, after discussing factor affecting valuation of goodwill, we will discuss about the necessity for valuation of goodwill. That means when there is a need, why there is a need of valuation of goodwill, and in which circumstance, that we will discuss. Normally, the need of valuation of goodwill arises at the time of the sale of the business. First point is that the goodwill valuation of goodwill taken place at the time of dissolution or the goodwill is or the firm is selling. फर्स्ट वन कि जब हम अपना बिजनेस किसी और को बेचते हैं तब हम अपना गुडविल की वैल्यू करना जरूरी होती है. दूसरी ओर देखें तो इन द कंटेक्स्ट ऑफ ए कंपनी द नीड ऑफ वैल्यूएशन ऑफ गुडविल अराइज एट द टाइम ऑफ एमालगमेशन. एमालगमेशन मींस joining of two firms. Two separate company merged the business and started one company, that is called amalgamation. And absorption. Absorption means when we close our business, that is called absorption. So we see that in three conditions or in three circumstances we have to value the goodwill. First is sale of a business, second amalgamations, and third is absorption. In this context of a partnership firm, it may also arise in the following circumstances. Other than these three factors, there are 6 factors that we can how to evaluate the goodwill at the circumstances. First one, change in the profit sharing ratio among the existing partners. When any firm change their profit and loss sharing ratio, then there is a need of a valuation of goodwill. Means first of all they are sharing in 1:1:1 equal ratio. Now they decide to change into other ratio. At that time you have to evaluate the goodwill. Second, addition of new partner. When any firm admit new partners in the firm, at that time the valuation of goodwill take place. Admission of new partners has several reasons. For many reasons, new partners are admitting in the business. For example, we can say when the firm has a need of capital, the new partner has to be introduced. Or other way we can say that the work of the partners have loaded. Then for these work distributions, new partner has been introduced. Other than many reasons are there, at that time they can introduce a new partner. But when new partner is introduced or taken place in the firm, at that time goodwill is being valued. Third point, retirement of a partner from existing partner. When any partner retire from the firm for any reason, then their remaining partner will change their ratio. The retired partner has separated and remaining partner of the firm will change their ratio. Suppose 3 partners are there, A, B and C. From A, B and C, A partner has retired. And now remaining 2 partners B and C will share the profit from now. So because of retiring of A partners, now B and C has to decide the new profit and loss sharing ratio. Fourth one, death of a partner from existing partner. When any partner die, due to any reason, natural reason or accidentally, at that time the remaining partner or continuing partner has to change the profit sharing ratio from old ratio. Fifth one, conversion of partnership into a company. Conversion means from a firm they are converting into company. At that time when they are converting their firm into company, the partners has to change the profit loss sharing ratio, and at that time they have also to change the or value the goodwill of the firm. Last point, amalgamation of a partnership. As we discussed earlier, amalgamation means merger of two different firms into one. Separate two firms will merge their company and form a one new company. That is called amalgamations. That necessity of the valuation of goodwill has 6 points we discussed. Now next point is method of valuation of goodwill. There are 4 methods of valuation of goodwill. First one is average profit method. Second one, weighted average method. Third one, super profit method. Fourth one, capitalization of profit method. These 4 methods are for valuation of goodwill. From these 4 methods, any one methods are asked in board exam for 4 marks. Later we will discuss in next lecture. The first method we will discuss in next lectures.